Alright, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today we're having a look at a new truck, but before we do that we do need to do a giveaway. And for all of you who entered on the last video, you know that this is Husky Modding's Fruehauf Tanker. We're doing the giveaway here. 29 people entered. Thanks for entering, and Husky, thanks for making this all happen. Let's go ahead and see who wins the trailer. Alright, we have Vengai Munzi. Alright, sorry if I botched that name there, but congratulations to you, the winner of Husky Modding's Fruehauf Tanker trailer. And yeah, thank you all for participating, and again, thank you to Husky for donating the trailer. Alright, let's get on to the next part. Alright, so obviously, as you saw the title, we have a new W900 amongst us, and this one I'm really going to be looking out for. Not that the other W900s that I've reviewed aren't special in their own way, but I'm really kind of looking forward to the development over the both the short term and the long term. And this is a developer called Southern Living Modding, and what he's done is he's actually put together this W900, and if it looks familiar at all, and telltale sign is right there on the rail, this is actually purchased from Outlaw. So this is the base for Outlaw's truck. And as we all know, it's still lingering around. It's not updated much at all because Outlaw really hasn't been in the game for a while. But it's good to see that the frame and everything of the W900 from Outlaw is now being developed, thanks to Southern Living Modding. So a couple things I want to say right up front. Obviously, as usual, timestamps down below in the description. Feel free to move about the cabin. This is not everything that he's going to do for the truck, right? And usually when you're talking about first releases, it rarely is, and there's always ongoing developments. But there are quite a few modders out there who kind of throw everything together all at once, maybe even compromise the quality, and then from there on they're pretty much only throwing in like, oh, here's a couple extra fenders, here's a couple extra bumpers, or even worse, basically just making it work for the next version of the game when it comes out. And that is not at all what Southern Living is trying to do here. He actually is very ambitious and says that he wants to do stuff, have as many different nodes on here as you will get with a Ruta truck or a Pinga truck or the Roland. So he's not throwing it all in here all at one time. There are going to be special elements that come out as he goes. Right now, at least laid out over 3 or 4 different updates. So this is not the complete set. That being said, usually when I say that, it means the truck is absolute bare bones. It is not. So we get a few nodes. This is I was talking with Southern Living over email, and he was saying, okay, it looks like it's probably just a lot of placeholders. There's very few things that are actual placeholders. Pretty much everything you see here, I mean, here's one of them, but I mean, look at all of those different fenders, all the different bumper options. This is not just a bare bones truck. He says it's far from done, and there's a lot more that he wants to do with it, but that doesn't mean that if you pick up this truck, you're going to be just completely disappointed and not able to customize anything. So he's already started right out of the gate doing really well. We're going to go through the build options on the outside. We're going to move to the inside. We're also, I guess we'll start off with the cabins and chassis and stuff like that, and I'll tie it into one of the accessories that we have here. So let's go ahead and get going. I will have a link to Southern Living's website to purchase it. He's got it on sale for $31, He's already had it run through a bunch of beta testers, so this is not a beta, it is an official release. And functionally, like 90% of the stuff is there. When I test this, and I haven't had the new update since he's gone through and made some tweaks. At the beginning, the horn didn't work, the backup beep didn't work. There's also one other thing that's probably not going to be broken here is the horns. And if we check on here, we click on the horns, and right now the horns are offset. So that's the only thing visually that I'm having an issue with. I do have an opinion about something that I'll probably, and you can probably guess what it's going to be, because you can't really see anything on the inside. Now, when I talked to him, he was saying, well, he doesn't know how to get it to reflect what it looks like on the inside from the outside. And I told him, yeah, I don't think that's that big of a deal, but that's primarily the reason why he's going with this tint. And I will tell you right off the bat, you can't drive this at night. You just can't. It's too dark. I'm hoping that he comes through with a non-tinted version in the future. But let's go in and take a look at some of these options. The first thing I want to mention with regarding to the cabs, we've got an Aerodyne, we've got a day cab, we've got a flat top, and we've got a retro coffin. Now, the chassis, and because I'm going to come back to these cabs in just a second to tell you something, basically what you're dealing with is a long chassis and an extended long chassis. There's no short chassis right now. And then a bunch of different versions of extra long and slammed, modern long, long standard height, so you get different heights, basically slammed and short, or slammed and long, just not extra long. So right off the bat, one of the things I'm going to say is, while I've actually built it up, and you'll see what we do the drive portion, what I've built it up to be, you can make it look to be a work truck, like a functional truck. But I think a lot of people are going to want to take advantage of this slammed height and probably dress it up quite a bit, especially with add-on wheel packs and stuff like that. That being said, I want to go into the XL. So we have the XL and, very important, the flat top. This doesn't work for the Aerodyne, day cab, or retro coffin, but if we come back here, because this is kind of unique, we'll go to the accessories, and we have seen this on a couple trucks, just not on a Kenworth yet. We have the option of bikes. Do you want a 1994 Honda, a 2015 Harley Davidson, a 2015 Harley Davidson in red, or a Suzuki GSX? So you've got a couple options right now, right off the bat. That's seeming pretty cool. Why don't we give it a deck plate so it looks like it's not floating? So that's kind of cool. Just to let you know, you can do it on other chassis, but if you don't have it on the XL, the fifth wheel will run through the tire. Actually, that one's not running through the tire. Maybe, you know what? That Suzuki's fine, but if we put on the Harley, I think the Harley runs in. Yeah, it's kind of, that wheel's kind of getting right into the fifth wheel there. So something to note, but if you want to be safe with it so that you can, if you want to, especially if you want to run the Harley, make sure you're running an XL and make sure you give it a deck plate so that it doesn't look like it's floating all over the place. Do this one in chrome this time. All right, so that was something kind of unique about the truck, and he said he's got a lot more stuff that he's going to be adding onto this, things like that are unique. That's why I'm really looking forward to the developments. And at the same time, like I said before, it's not like I have to wait months and months and years just to get some basic accessories. This isn't exactly bare bones. For $31, you'll see the accessories that we're going through are absolutely worth it. To know that for that price, you're going to get updates that are going to be things like bikes, new things, unique things, not just your standard upgrades. I'm really excited about this, and it really is that extra little thing, knowing that he's reviving the Outlaw W900, and because a lot of us who have the Outlaw, either the 359 or the W900, know that it's a great truck, and we just wanted it to be updated. Now it's being, I guess the torch is being passed, so to speak. Let's go on and look at a couple of the other accessories. I'm not going to go through engine or transmission, but we will start with the exterior accessories, and we'll start with the bumper. So first off, we got bumper 1 in chrome, and basically there's 8 different types, and you can get them in chrome, and you can get them in paint, or what is this, PC, CP? Let me check that out real fast. Bumper 10, PC. What about CP? Oh, you know what? Let me pick a different color because I think P means paint. Let's just pick one of these. Let me get a separate color. Let me just throw red on here so we can tell. That's exactly what it is. So you can get the paint in chrome, or you can get the chrome and paint on the bumper. So let's check it out again. So this is chrome with paint on the sides, so I assume this is going to be paint on the front, chrome on the sides. That's pretty cool. That's a different look for sure. Wow. It'd be nice to be able to put lights on those, but sorry, yeah, you can. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I haven't really seen that a whole lot on trucks, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what's coming next on this. All right, let's go back to all these different styles. We got bumper 4 painted, completely different bumper. Bumper 3 painted. Bumper 3 chrome. And I am kind of staying off to the side in case we can see the different textures and shapes. Bumper 9 in chrome. Bumper 8 chrome. Bumper 7 chrome. Bumper 6 chrome. Bumper 5 chrome. I don't know where 4 and 3 went, but let's go to bumper 2 in chrome. And bumper 1. So we've got paints. We've got paint and chrome. We've got chromes. A lot of different options, even just right there. So if we want to go into these different plates, so let me go ahead, zoom in here a little bit. So there we have plate number 1. We're going to go a little bit out of order here. Plate number 10, 11, 2. So these seem like just basic generic shapes and patterns and stuff like that. What does that say? Farm use. Go through the rest of these. Mama tried. Pops. Farm girl. Is that the same one? Did I miss one? Looks like 7 and 8 are identical. That one's kind of cool. So we can go with that plate. And there's a couple of them. They're just right up against each other. I'm trying to sort through them. I might have to get back down on the ground here. Plate holder. So we got frame 1 in black, and frame 2, that's going to be your color. LP we just covered. Oversized sign, we can cover all of it. You can kind of see the plate there, but you can also get that oversized load. Yeah, it looks a little janky on that. The quality could be a little bit better. It looks like it's like a 2D object that's just kind of draped over there. I'd like to see a little bit better quality in that. And I would like to point out, not to make excuses or anything like that, Southern Living is newer to modding, or at least newer to modding in ATS. He's still learning quite a bit, but from what I've seen, already pretty impressed. Let's take a look at the headlights, and we'll stay in this zoomed in view. You can get them in the modern halogen, or you can do LED inserts. Good to have those options. Winter cover, lots of them. Bandit style number 2. Bass America, or Bass America, Buck America, Confederate flag, Joker, and we're going to come back to that one. Joker seems to be a theme on this truck. Mullet America, and Turkey, America. So that's kind of cool. I think we're going to go with, should we go with Bass America? Bass America? Let's see the logo, Bull Western style. So this is kind of an overlay. So if we wanted to go in here, for example, into this winter cover, let's get rid of that, and then we could replace it with this. So we would just have that logo there. Bull with feathers. Bull with feathers in chrome. In paint. K Whopper black. It just says K Whopper. It's kind of hard to see from this angle. Then you have it in chrome. And I imagine you'd have it in paint. There we are. K Whopper Mafia black. Also in chrome and paint. We don't have to go through all of them. Let's go ahead and go to the grill light. So this is a work in process and it's green. I imagine we would have other colors, and I'd be curious to know if at night this actually lights up. Grill, we got chrome mesh. We got a lot. Let's start. Three bars. 3 bars paint. 7 bars black mesh. Chrome mesh. Custom grill in chrome. Custom grill also comes in paint. Single bar in chrome. Semi paint. Vertical. Lots of different options here. Obviously, if you go with something like that, it's going to actually throw off the logo that you have in there. Something to keep in mind. This is the little ornament that goes up on top. We've got the angry duck with the light. That's pretty cool. Obviously, I imagine we'd have some more options moving forward. Bug shield comes in the Aero Shield 3, or you can get something modern with side deflectors. That's kind of cool. I don't really see a ton of side deflectors in game. I don't know how popular that is in real life either, but it's probably one of the first that I've seen. Hood emblem. Now, if we move over a little bit, zooming in, we can go with modern paint. Kind of blends in a little bit. Modern with ornament. Keep on going here. The hood. Something to point out here. We've got W900L. We've got W900 Custom. I kind of like this look, to be honest with you. And it diverts straight to these other lights. So if we go in now we get a ton more options with lights just by choosing that different fender. 379 style, bucket style, 359 style, 351 style. You get another one, another 351, and another one. This one is chrome and paint. So that's pretty cool. You can kind of see a profile. You see the paint in the back. That's pretty cool. I like that. But let's go back to the hood here, because we also have an A model. And that's going to give us a few more options on the headlights as well. So I think with the original, you got 2 options. You get 3 options with the A model, and then you get like 7 or 8 options with the custom fenders. So that is up to you. I always like it when a model allows for an A model. Obviously, you have to redo the bumper now. If you're doing the A model, you've totally revamped that, so you got to replace it with a different bumper. Kind of like that. I'd rather do that in chrome. I like the bumper 3. I might actually build it out kind of like that. But if you wanted to, have it like slammed down, and you'd probably want to go with something like that. Move over so you can see the shape of it. And then lights to your heart's content. One thing I wanted to mention here, if you wanted to put in a license plate, you can. You can go ahead and choose this node, and then let's say we want to go with Arkansas. So one thing I want to point out is, let me see if I can get to it. Plate holder. If we get rid of the plate holder, and if we get rid of the license plate, I wish that lined up a little bit better. So I have the placeholder for it, but it's misaligned a little bit when you go to actually choose the license plate. Just something to note. All right, and moving on, we've got our indicators. You can get them billet style. You can get it with nothing, or you can get it with an iron cross style. Kind of like the billet style myself. Engine look. What engine? I'm going to go with Cummins. We're actually going to be You could go Cummins N series if you want to go older, or you can go cat. Question is, can we actually see that? I don't know if we can. Well, an N series would be, wouldn't it be like a gray? Let's go with cat. I can't really see I'm looking for the yellow. There we go. See something right there. I thought I would be able to see more. Actually seeing green back there. Cummins Modern. So that must not be ironed out. So for right now, that's not working too well. Cowl panel. We can go with a panel chrome. It's right there. With lights, you can go double. You can go panel paint, and you can go double with the paint. And lights on both sides and both pieces right there. I'm going to kind of zoom out here so I can rotate around a little bit easier. Let's go to the front stair. See, this is what I'm saying. This is not just like a version where you're going to get no options. Chrome 1, Chrome 2, Chrome Stretch. What happened with Chrome Stretch? Okay, it just moved back a little bit, the placement of it. I'm going to click on Stretch and you'll notice it moves a little bit right now. Yep, it just moves up a little bit. Paint Stretch. Okay, that is probably an issue because that's interfering with the exhaust. So I'll have to work that out. Stainless. And those are our options for that. Air filter lights. We've got LED clear. LED orange red. So orange on one side, red on the other. And then we've got chrome. And then you've got your options. And I have been able to make this work with tons of different light mods. We got John Rudis stuff. Got KI Shadow Walker. What else do I have in here? I think that's the only thing on here right now. Onto the air cleaners themselves. You can get classic or you can get it in paint. Kind of cool. Would be nice to see. I mean, yeah. I mean, you got the chrome, you got the paint. I love it when they have a lot of options for air filters, so much that it can actually be inherited from an XML when someone goes to do a skin. Deflectors, we can get that in chrome. We can get that in paint. Nice. Let's head up here and check out the sun visor. We've got a drop visor in chrome, drop visor in paint, and we've got a standard. I'd probably go with the standard just because I don't like it to be in the way that much, but I always like my standard. And I know I've pointed it out a couple times when we do build and drives. I like the option to do a painted standard. That's just me. Roof slots. The roof slots are in the correct place. And we can add in, again, KI Shadow Walker stuff is what I have loaded in here. That's just the profile that I'm in. Horns, we've mentioned, are out of place. Roof slots, we've already done. Window chops, adjust mirrors. I think those are things that we're going to see like on the inside. Lollipops, we'll go ahead and do a classic lollipop here. See what that looks like. And it lights up. That's good. What is this node? I think we already did that one. Side trim we haven't done. We got double chrome inserts. We got double chrome inserts cut 2. Double chrome inserts 2 painted. Why these lights are showing up without just grayed out lights, I'm not entirely sure. But I believe when you buy the truck, you actually get, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was like the Hater light mega pack, and he has an open def for it, and he was able to get it to work with that. So instructions are will come with the truck, of course. Tanks, we've got painted, and we've got chrome. And what's also cool is we can do tank panels. We got a chrome one. Oop. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that one, it wraps all the way around. See, you can totally do a show truck with that. I don't have like a ton of fancy wheel packs in here or anything. But I'm just going to grab one of them. Probably grab a Kenworth, right? And probably do some 22s polished. something like that. I don't know. Doesn't have to be the Kenworth. Everyone has their own wheel packs anyway. Just grab one of those. That looks kind of cool. Yeah, you can definitely make this. Oh, obviously you'd have to change this from stainless into chrome. Rear slots, you can do LED clear. You can do LED red, and then you've got your own slots. And I got to check this out because I always am checking to see if people have the option for beacons. But a lot of it depends on whatever light pack you have installed into the profile anyway. Headache racks. We've got chrome. I like that it's not interfering with the Harley, and we can do a stainless merit. That's pretty cool. Trailer cables. We can have them do a box in chrome, a box in paint. We could do Cali style hookups. Frame mount. So these ones are mounted into the frame instead of a box. And then we've got a tower. The tower probably interferes a little bit. I wouldn't want to have that close. But, well, the lines are still going on either side of the wheel. Or maybe is it going through that? Anyway. Then we've got an option for a frame step, this Merit saddle box. I'm sure more options are coming with that. Fenders, we already have tons of them. Half fenders in plastic. Hogue built. Single chrome. Single paint. Tandem chrome. Tandem paint. Tons of different options. And you're probably going to want to leave it either go all the color or go all with the paint. Rear bumper, we do have the option for a license plate again here, and you can put whatever lights on it, or you can put, I'm sure you can put in a license plate. Yeah, there we go, California. What else we got? So no other light options at the moment, or mud flap options, but sometimes that happens. He probably wants to do something specific with it. I bet that's what's happening, because he's got so many options. It's not just like a basic truck with all just filler stuff. There's a lot that you can customize. I think the stuff that you can't customize right now is probably part of something that he's going to do bigger later. That's the general feel that I get for it. Okay, that's pretty much all of the accessories on the outside, unless I miss something. Sometimes if you swing around to the right, you get a few more options. Obviously, we haven't done anything or a whole lot with the wheels and the tires and stuff. Frame step, we already have that. Tank panel. Fairings. We can do those in chrome, or we can do those painted. I don't think that was an option that we saw over there. Tanks. Now, where is... There it is. Exhaust. Let's take a look, because there's a bunch of different options. Alright, let's do the cattle hauler in chrome. Let's do it bigger. Wow. Let's do it shorter. We can do it taller. Okay, taller, bigger, shorter. We get it. A lot of cattle. We got it painted. We got it painted bigger. We have shorter. We have taller. Mitered 6-inch. Curved 6-inch. Standard with a heat shield. Standard with a modern heat shield. Straight 6-inch. To be honest, that's probably what I'd rock. That's probably what I'd rock. Under exhaust. Okay, so got the there. We can actually see it under there. There, it's coming out the back. That's kind of cool. Under exhaust 8-inch. Wow. Okay, that's coming out crazy. And West Coast 6-inch. All right. I believe that's all the options now. How many did I miss? Front side trim we got. Cowl panel we got. And some of this other stuff is actually going to be on the inside of the truck. So let's go hit that now. Okay, so we do have some options right off the bat. If we go into the interior, we've got the custom blue. We've got the custom Joker. Remember I said that is coming back from the grill. Custom red. Maybe? Okay, so here's what's going on. I must already have... This must be default. Hold on a second. When I say blue, what I'm talking about are these things and the seats. Not the dash panel. But blue, Custom Joker, red, white. Well, that's bad. White disappears, so don't choose white right now. And flat interior, just kind of a black. And if we go ahead and take a look at some of the options, dash trim, so that's going to be that panel right there. Black wood, carbon fiber, mahogany, original wood, truck color, white ash. Probably go with original wood. It's looking pretty good to me. Air conditioning items, dashboard. Do we want dashboard? Oh, we got a lot. We got black. Whoop, clicked off of it. Sorry. We've got blue. Wow, that's just way too blue. Needs to be a little bit more subtle than that, I think. Burnt umber. It's like a burnt orange. Cornflower blue. Cream. Gray. Green. Gunmetal gray. Hunter green. Joker purple. Here's the Joker again. Onyx. Original. Purple. Red. White. Man, that's a ton of options. Between the dashboard, this dash trim, and this dashboard, you've got tons of different options to customize what it's going to look like. We do have chrome, and we also have plastic on the gauges as well. Probably add a couple different steering wheels in here, whatever steering wheels that you have in here. Just kind of clicking through them right now so you can see them. All right. We have over here air cleaners. So, GPS. Definitely got to get that going. Badge, that is on the outside of the truck. Bug shield, you can see what it looks like from the outside because we didn't put it when we first took a look at it. I believe it wasn't the A model. Side deflectors. Okay. Badge, that's for the outside. What else do we have on the inside here? Door trim, that's the outside. Shifters. All right, we got a pistol grip painted. Classic Eaton. Blue marble. Red marble. Pistol grip. Pistol grip painted letters. Modern Eaton. Modern Eaton in chrome. No Limits pine wood. That's kind of cool. I like that wood. That's a good texture too. Good texture and color. And of course, the Joker. So there's definitely a theme going on with that. And if you pay attention, this is definitely something that's mirrored in Outlaw's truck, is that worn floor. And having talked to him a little bit, I did ask him if he was planning on adding some worn parts, because that was kind of a unique thing about his 359 and the W900. Maybe a little bit more with the 359, but he is probably going to incorporate some more worn and rusted out parts, so we'll have options for that, and we can already see it happening not only on the original frame that I showed you earlier at the beginning of the video, but also in the floor. And let's go ahead and we've got the cab floor, we've got black wood, carbon fiber, checkerboard new, checkerboard old. I'd stick with the old. I like stuff that's faded and old and slightly rusted. Dark mahogany, diamond plate, that's kind of cool. Laminate wood, paint. Not sure what's going on. We need some help with that. Yeah, white ash. Everything else is good. Just that paint needs a little bit of work. Floor item, we don't really care about that right now. Seats, black leather, blue and black. This burnt orange, blue leather, that's kind of your cornflower blue, cream, green, and this is kind of like what we saw with the dashboard. Gray leather, gunmetal gray, hunter green, onyx, purple leather, red leather. So there's no Joker in this, but there are actually two different kinds of purple, and I think this second one is going to be the one that's more like the Joker. Door trim, plastic, or chrome. There we go. That's kind of cool. I'll let you see that again. We have chrome selected here, and here is the plastic. There we go. Pretty cool. So the mirrors. I think the mirrors, if I remember correctly, what's back here first? Back panel items. You can put whatever you want there. Oh, my God. I didn't even notice that. Freebeardgaming. That's cool. Little surprise. If that's what he meant now. I remember him saying that. Cards with green neon, so you can see the rest of them. Joker makes an appearance again. No limits. Trucking glow. So, oh, come on. I have to rock that one. That's pretty cool. That was the surprise he was talking about in the email. I usually don't look back here. I just, myself, I do so a little bit for the review, but, you know, when I was going through it, I normally don't care about the sleeper. That's just me personally. I get in it and drive it. But that's cool. Thank you, Southern Living. Thank you for that. Okay, if I remember correctly, I think the main mirrors have to be adjusted from the outside, which kind of sucks, but let's go through the rest of the nodes and maybe I will be corrected. We've got the door trim there. Glove box. Let's do it in... What did we have it in? We had it in a type of wood, didn't we? What was this? This was original dash? No. We had it in original wood. Is that right? Yeah, original wood. So let's see if we have original wood here to match. That would be cool if it did. We've got black wood. It would be awesome if you could give us an option so that this glove box matched this dash panel. That would be cool. I'm still looking for that mirror option. Button frames. Oh, this is kind of cool. Whole bunch of colors. Blue. The burnt orange. Cornflower blue. We get this. We get the idea now with all these colors. Cream. Golden leather. Green leather. Gray leather. Gunmetal gray. Hunter green. Onyx. Original. Purple. Here's the Joker. There we go. Red. And white. So you get tons of different colors. That's something that you don't usually see a whole lot of option for, so that it kind of differentiates itself from the rest of it, just on those buttons and the tufting. CB radio, we can do a Cobra, or we can do none. I'd rather do one. Stereo, you can get none, or you can get a Jansen. That's pretty cool. Should be is this a hanging item? Yep. Sun visor we've already done on the outside. Oh, here we go. Window chops. Let's show them. I never do these, but other people might want to see them. Chrome and painted. CB antenna. We can get it angled, or we can get it straight. Adjust mirrors. Okay, so it's right there. Yeah, it's probably pretty true to it, where it puts that bar right there where you need to look. But the options are, so here's a painted option without the convex mirror, and here's the original that does have the convex mirror, and it looks like it's in chrome or aluminum. So that pretty much wraps up the options for the inside. Don't think I missed any other one. I'm sure he's going to be coming out with options for creating different paint schemes on here, so you can differentiate between this color and the side panels and the pillars. That would be cool eventually. And one thing that I would like, an interior light. That would be pretty cool. But I'm not saying this is missing a whole lot of options. For something coming out in its first version, for $31, you're going to get tons of different options inside and out of here. I didn't really go through the paints. Color change 1, color change 2, and you get 3 different ways to color. That's kind of cool. Wish I would have known about that earlier, because I've already designed mine. Probably do something like that. Maybe let's go a little bit higher up. Maybe do something like that. And I definitely want to come down and, well, at least, darken it up a little bit. And we'll go with a white flake on it. That looks pretty good. That's a really cool. I like that for sure. Creamy Dream, Gulf filling station. What else do we have? Metallic Seminole, Phillips 66, Red Devil with dash, cool. And then we've got another Seminole. We've got another metallic. We've got tons of different options here. Smokey and the Bandit, Stay Humble. So you get some pretty good templates. And you get some actual like skins from companies, so that's pretty cool. And these are the other. Yeah, we already went through these. Yeah, that one's probably my favorite. I like that one a whole lot. So pretty cool. Lots more options coming up, and definitely keep your eyes peeled for this one. But pretty reasonable for $31. If you think that's a good idea, if it's going to work for you, again, I'll have a link down below to his website and also to his Facebook page where you can check out developments that are going on. He's sharing screenshots all the time, and he's still working with his, even though it's been released, he's still working with his testers. It's not really in a beta phase still, but there will be more updates. Stay tuned for that. You can check it out on Facebook. Now let's go take a drive. All right, so this is what I ended up building. I actually went with an A model hood, go figure. I love A models. Just to show you that, we were building it in the shop and we were kind of making it out to be more of like a show truck, and this is trying to make it look a little bit more functional. Went with the Turkey America on the grill right there. Went with some, I believe these are Smarties wheels. I do believe. Got the Merit stainless. And we are running Toni Volma's Volmaxx Chassis King double drop here. So I haven't run those in a while. I don't know if I would necessarily match it with this truck, but you can pretty much mix and match just about anything. We've got a double on here. We are at the Kiewit construction site in Pine Bluff, and we are running down to... Where are we running to? No, sorry. We are in Texarkana at the Kiewit. We're running down to Pine Bluff to the Sherwood construction with two power generators. Total is about 31,000 pounds. Not very heavy. There's two of them. It might be 62, but that is what the game is showing. Kept it pretty basic on the outside. I want it to be more like a work truck, but you saw all the options inside the shop. So let's go ahead and get this thing fired up. It's a little bit quiet of an engine. This is SlavJerry's Cummins Signature 600, so 600 horsepower. Probably overkill with 31,000 pounds. We've got an 8-speed differential 3.55. Let's go ahead and get her going. So the first thing you're going to notice is the tint. During the day, it's workable. If it's sunny, if it's cloudy, it gets a little bit harder to see. At night, forget about it. You're driving with the windows down. I'm going to put the windows down here. You can see what's going on. That's literally night and day. Yeah, he's got to have an option, but see, for that one, I still can't get around the tint unless I go off to the right, and I can't see the end of the trailer. So I'm still going to be looking about right there. So I think we definitely need a no tint version, but we'll drive with the tint for a little bit so you can get a feel for it. But we have lost our directions. Man, what is going on? We're supposed to be making it down. Okay, so it's trying to calculate. Maybe we just need to start driving. Where are we headed to? We're headed to Pine Bluff. All right, so we see that it's marked there. We don't have the route, so we just need to get started in the right direction. I have a feeling it's going to have us go down there. All right, so let's just head off to our left, I guess. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that. But we got to hop across to the other side to do that. Haven't run this signature in quite a while. Guess we can pretty much just drive wherever we want. mean, this is supposed to be all blocked off. Second stick here. Oh, let me get that on. Oh, shut that off. Alright, got that other cam. Second stick over here is my splitter. It may be impossible for us to even get over there, though. Okay, we can go right through there. I guess this is what you have to do, picking it up on a construction site.
Let's get going. The leaders of many foreign nations await your arrival.
Yep, SlavJerry engine. We definitely have to wait a little bit till that tack goes down.
Keep right, and then exit right.
See how we're looking. Doing a little bit better with that shift. Good detail on the gauges. Better shift. There we go. And it looks like we're going to be headed off to the right here in just a second. So we can go 30 east.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Keep left.
Starting to get a little fast on that. But daytime, that's the visibility you're going to be seeing. Showing you in the mirrors. It's workable. I think he said he was definitely working on a lighter version of the Tint. I'm wondering if he has a non-tint version. But it's doable during the daytime if you move your head forward, lean forward a little bit. If you've got like head tracking or eye tracking. Oh, we still got, that's why it's loud. We still got that one. That one's a little bit reluctant to come up. Oh, and we're getting called in. We're getting called in. First stage. Second stage? Third stage? Missed that last one. And stopped a little short. 77,487 is the total. Turn that down a little bit. While we're on the outside. Not a bad sounding engine. Right. I'm going to be over here. Good luck with that. Check out the map. Looks like we're still going straight. 67 into 70. Let's go ahead and put it in cruise. See some different angles here. The revived Outlaw. I like it. Pretty happy with this, I gotta say. You guys, I want to know your opinion though on the tint. Is that a doable tint? Would it be better if it was lighter? Would you like an option to have no tint? You guys are gonna be the ones that are gonna persuade him, not me. So give me your feedback down below.
Keep right.
Interior's looking good though. Looks nice and clean. I'm a fan. It's got a GPS. Like, there's a couple basics that I need to have. I don't need all the different color options and all that stuff. It's cool and it's good, but I'm just kind of checking it out right now, and it looks like the speedometer and the tach are relatively good, matched with my own calibrated gauges. Good to see. Good authentic gauge look and feel just overall in the truck. It's got a functional GPS. Pretty happy. Like, I'm not someone who needs to be like, I need 4,000 options. I just really need a good, solid, unique, and authentic look inside the cab. Because I spend a lot of time here. I do it a lot more from the outside on the roof with you guys. We can probably get the sound up a little bit more on the interior now, but the Signature is a little bit quieter of an engine. And I really noticed that too with Z-Mod's version of it. But this is SlavJerry's. It's got a little bit more of a growl to it. I'm a fan. I think I'm going to be running this engine a little bit more, for sure. Got our radio and our CB up there. Pretty cool. So what do you guys think? Is there anything that's kind of a make or break for you on this truck? There's a few things that need to be touched up, obviously, and it's just the first version. What is it that you would like to see in order to be interested in picking up this truck, or is it good enough as is, and you're just looking for the additions that are coming out? Because there's going to be a lot more, I'm sure. Let me know down in the comments, and I'm sure that's going to help out.
Exit right.
That's going to help out Southern Living too. Get some feedback, hear what people want to do.
Exit right.
Come off the fuel a little bit there. About 45 minutes out of Pine Bluff. Get back into 8th. All right, we'll get back in the cab for the curves. We can go back to the outside if you want to see the surrounding area. Turn down the game volume a little bit. Do have the active swivel on here. That's pretty cool. Oh, we're already speeding. Let's drop a couple miles an hour. I'll get the cruise control back on. I am running. Oh, let's hear that, Jake. That's stage 3.
Exit right.
I think stage 3 was warranted there. Regarding graphics, I am running PNG, the base, the weather, and the new spring. And last time I ran PNG's blue reshade preset, this is the yellow one. And I'm really liking it. Make sure this guy has enough room to get over. What are we doing here on the map? We're probably getting over to the right, huh? Got my blinker on.
Keep left. And then turn left.
Oh, left. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Turn left.
See if we've cleared the lane. Yeah, for the most part. Kind of nice to be back in this Volmaxx. Nice trailer. Like running the doubles for sure. Went with the, I believe this is a 220 gallon fuel tank. It would be nice to see, I'd like to see tanks with different sizes. That could be an option in the future. Not a make or break at any by any stretch of the imagination here in the first version. But overall, really good truck. Nice to see the Outlaw back working. Ooh, going by the cemetery. I'm going to let these guys clear out a little bit. No, they're not going to clear out, so I'm not going to be able to make the turn. Up on the sidewalk a little bit, maybe. Find a gear. Got it.
In 400 meters, turn left.
What's to the left?
Turn left.
Oh, we got to slam on the brakes. Because, of course, there's a Jeep. Let's go ahead and get these windows down. Yeah, I would like a version that doesn't have the tint, because even over there, you can't really get out of it and see it in the mirror. That's just my opinion, though.
In 400 meters, turn left.
Sherwood Construction.
Turn left.
Get our four-ways on.
You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
And where are we going? Just right up ahead here. I'm going to swing out to the right. Hopefully we can fit everything in. Well, we need to be over here on the right anyway to get this lined up. Might have to back up. Oh, we hit the curb a little bit. That's okay. I got low expectations here. So long as I can make it in the fence, that'll be fine. But I gotta have it pulled farther over here to the right. See if we can do it without a pull-up. Even if they give that to me, I'm not going to like that. Let's go up as far as we can. Alright. Let's see if we can back this thing. Oh, there's no horn. That's right. Not bad. Not bad, I'll take it. No, I'm not skipping. I'm not skipping. I just backed up a double. I'm going to take that. Parking brake is on. Leave the four ways on. Parking lights on only. And we'll shut her down. Alright. Welcome to Pine Bluff and Sherwood Construction. A couple generators we're dropping off. Thanks for sticking around. This is a little bit longer of a video. I'm going through all the options here on this W900 from Southern Living. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down below. Again, congratulations to the winner of the giveaway for Husky Modding's Fruehauf Tanker. All you got to do is look down in the description for the person that won. And I have an email address down there. Contact me at the email address. Let me know who you are, what you won, and I'll get everything squared away so that you can get in that Fruehauf Tanker. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for coming along, and if you like what you saw here, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you can see all of my videos, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.